Good evening and welcome to round 2 of the GR86 ANZ ESeries. We find ourselves here about 90 kilometres south of Seville in beautiful Spain, birthplace of famous F1 drivers like Fernando Grandad Alonso and Carlos Smooth Operator Sainz. Tonight some of Australia's finest 86 drivers battle it out around the 4.4 kilometre circuit, that is Circuito de Jerez, or Jerez, however you want to say it. Joining me tonight in commentary, like always, is a limiter bashing Connor Nixon. Welcome.
G'day mate, how are you?
Mate, I'm having a ball.
Sweet. The other good thing coming out of Spain too is good food. Paella's amazing. I love paella too. So.
You love paella?
Oh mate, best food ever.
Oh, that's great.
I love my food, mate. But what a great track we're at here tonight. There's been that many great F1 races around here. We had Senna and everyone here back in 1984. So yeah, let's see it happen again. Not the same caliber of a car, but our drivers are definitely up to the standards. And yeah, there's the start. What were you calling it before, Aaron? On shop there?
Oh, the Enterprise.
The Enterprise.
Yeah, I'll go back to that. I see if that's still there. No, we'll spot it. If anyone spots it on the stream, the Enterprise has landed right on this circuit at Circuito de Jerez. I'm going to keep saying that. I love saying it, and people will correct me, like one person did, to say it's Jerez. Not today. It's not. It's Jerez, because I'm in charge and I've got this nice big stick in front of me that I can talk into. Tonight. 86's round 1. If you remember that, Connor, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, it feels like a long time ago.
Ben Faulkner dominated. Absolutely dominated.
Yeah, unfortunately, Ben just absolutely dominated. It was great to see. Ben coming out on the track. We've seen him run the series for the last season, and he did an absolute stellar job. And the whole team and at ANZ went, go and race for once, Ben, and have a bit of fun, which he never does. And yeah, he absolutely did an amazing job. Just absolute. We got qualifying and the 2 races, and for the man for last season, which is Sean Linsell, big shock to the system, and everyone's got a lot faster. So yeah, it's good to see last race, and now we move on to round 2.
Yeah, so I was just going to say, like, he in the background does an amazing job off the track, and he can still do it on the track as well. So he's going to have his work cut out for him tonight, though. Jamie Christensen has obviously been practicing in his sleep, because he went out there and did a 154 dead, and that's lightning around here. He's in the pits at the moment, but Ben Faulkner's about 0.3 off his pace. Not like Ben to be not on top of this at the moment. So you know what I might do is take that Oliver Patterson directly off the top of that timing tower, because he does not deserve to be there. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. I'll see what I can do with that later. But
we should definitely give Oliver some credit, and we might as well talk about these guys before we move on to the big event for tonight. Is our race control, thanks to our marshals out there in race control, which is Liam Banks tonight, Oliver Pattinson and Ben Myers. So they're our race control tonight before we move on. So big shout out to those guys. Thanks for letting us commentate and race and everything else, because it probably wouldn't happen if those guys weren't in the race control and giving everyone a good smack with the old wooden stick. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, how much time we got left? 7 minutes in practice. Yeah, I really can't wait for this track. I mean, it's a long track, this track. It's we're talking nearly 2-minute lap times, but it's got a nice mix of fast and technical corners and nice flowing parts that feel a little bit like Phillip Island. And it's got I'm going to show you this. Who am I on board with now? Sam Chapman. He's coming through turn 5, which everyone loves, because it comes down this straight into the dry sack. And if anyone's ever watched MotoGP, as you come down here, there's your 300 meter board, 200 meter board, 100 meter board, hard into the sack. So I'm going to enjoy watching that tonight through. I think I even set up a camera. I'm going to see if I set one up. I did. So what I did was I put one just behind the trees there where no one can see it, and that's people coming out of the sack. So that should be some good viewing for tonight.
You've already said the joke before when we were off stream. I was like, that joke's gonna come out eventually. And what are we in 5 minutes in? And yeah, the joke's already been.
If that, I'm surprised no one in the chat has arced up with that. But we'll talk about the sack more tonight. Let's go through some names. We've got 5 minutes. Now Ryan Kemp told me that he had a new livery, which it's not going to show me. It's Hello Kitty, I think, livery, so we'll see that out on track. Dale Slip and Lube has found a traffic jam on track. What's all this about?
So, it looks like, I think the drivers have organised to do something a little special.
Have they? So who's that out on track there? Was that, I might jump on board with them. It's not Linsell. It's not Brucey Keys. Ben Faulkner's in the only Ben's livery, looking splendid as always.
Very shiny.
Chapman's out there. Timothy Vaughan. Who are these guys? I should have known. I should have known that the Wobbler would be in on this, and so would Joshua Horton. So they're going to have a bit of a play here.
As the Wobbler just wobbles sideways out to the off tracks. What were they doing there? It looked like they were just lining up to.
Maybe they were taking some photos. This car of Tyson Hammer, he's got looks like a 86, like a Initial D inspired, or at least Japanese inspired livery. It looks nice and neat. I think he's got a teammate out there as well. Oh, that's Horton at turn something. I'll get my turns here sorted very shortly. Now, what you're seeing here is what cold tyres can do. This track, I had a bit of a track day on it while I was here in Spain last night. Got to go out there and check it out. And this track with cold tyres is horrendous. The car does not want to turn in, does not want to do anything. It's got snap oversteer, snap understeer. It's got everything you don't want in the vehicle when the tyres are cold. After about one lap, it's great, but until then, it's death. I'm watching Mitchell Patterson on the commentary on the chat. I have no idea what he means by "I hear that due to copyright, it is in fact pleasant greetings feline."
Right.
Well, please clarify what you're talking about there, Mitch. I should mention, anyone that's watching at home, Mitch does the commentary on the Wednesday nights with Liam, and they're smashing it. Oh, not Hello Kitty, pleasant greetings feline. Okay, that was 10 years ago, Mitch. Thanks for joining in.
I feel like Mitch talks that much. He might as well jump in the commentary at this point.
Yeah, we'll get you in a bit later, Mitch, and we'll talk about what I think the next race they're doing, round 3, is going to be GT3s at Spa. I think it's a 60-minute. I think it's an hour race too, so that's going to be interesting. We just came from Spa in the Enduros. Geez, that was fun, and you killed it, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Well, you had a great teammate. We're not going to lie.
Awesome
The sector times you guys were doing were just unbelievable. And that's contact. That's Jamie Christensen on a lap. He was on a lap, by the way. He was on for a really low 154, a high 153. So he will not be happy with the wobbler there at all. So. Well, and by the way, Tyson Hammer does not want me to call him the wobbler on stream, so I won't call him the wobbler on the stream at all. That's the wobbler. The wobbler. Tyson Hammer, the wobbler. I won't say that.
No, we won't say that at all.
I won't say the wobbler into the sack. I won't say that. No.
Yeah, if the wobbler went into the sack, it wouldn't sound good. But
I wouldn't. No, it'd sound awful for our our people on the chat. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on from the wobbler.
Moving on. Moving right along.
Right along. But Yeah, what a great little track we're at. This is actually quite new to the service of iRacing.com. It's a bit of a
What a cheap little shout out that was.
I know, it
At
was great.
iRacing.com, if you want to go iRacing, just jump on
iRacing.com.
iRacing.com. For all your
Yeah,
iRacing needs, go to iRacing.com.
but it's quite new because I mean we might as well keep going on about the facts because this is actually a MotoGP track, which when it came to iRacing, I was a bit shocked to be honest. To see that yeah, it's something that is MotoGP, a track that comes to iRacing, which is a service for 4 wheels. So it's a very interesting combo, but a lot of cars and combos have been around here recently, and there's been some pretty good racing as a car goes off the road there.
Yeah, that was. I was just getting the blimp shot. I might see what Chopper Dave's doing as well. He's
Gotta love Chopper Dave.
Oh, Chopper Dave. He does such a good job with the camera.
I know he does, right?
And people are asking me during the enduros. We got 22 seconds left, so let me get through this quickly. During the enduros, people are saying, "How come you can't hear the chopper?" That's how good Chopper Dave is up here. He can only get the sound of that 86. It's amazing what he can do.
What? He's just that good.
He's that good. We're about to go qualifying here at Circuito Jerez.
You love that name.
I do. I love being in Spain. It's pretty hot, I can tell you, this time of year. I came here with me winter woolies and didn't need any of them. I'm here in me DTs now, just sitting here enjoying the
you had to pull out
sunshine.
the old board shorts. Yeah.
By the way, look at that. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the Enterprise. It's gone now. It's off shot now, but the Enterprise is here definitely.
Isn't that yours? Oh. Isn't that your ship, Aaron?
It's not. I am not going to claim the Enterprise, mate. No way. No, I'll yeah, I'm a bit of a space cadet normally, but no, the Enterprise is definitely not mine. There it is again. They'll be coming under that. Oh God, Aaron. They'll be moving fast underneath the Enterprise into turn 1.
They definitely will be, and yeah, they're on track, and now they're open qualifying, and we'll talk about qualifying here because Aaron and I have obviously been doing the 86s from last season in the Vermilion Motorsports League, but now we've been starting to dive into the NASCAR, and it's a bit odd going from, you know, you're commentating NASCAR, single qualifying, and there's only one person out on track, one at a time. Now we go to Toyota 86s and everyone just goes wild. Everyone's just on track trying to get the best lap time down. So yeah, definitely different environments, that's for sure. Different tracks too.
What I might do is we'll get a lap, because this is new to most people out here. No one, you mention to anyone normally that Circuito de Jerez, they wouldn't even know what you're talking about. But when you mention the SAC and the Enterprise, they probably know where you're at. So what we'll do is we'll jump on board. Who should we jump on board? Who's got to set the world on fire? Sean Linsell. Let's give him a bit of love.
Yeah, should do actually. Hopefully
yeah, Sean Linsell. He's actually behind. Oh, look how close these guys are. You need a. I know the slip is good around here.
I was gonna say, I reckon we just stay on. We don't do the lap yet. We'll just wait a bit because I'm wondering how these guys are gonna form up. So we can see there, Jamie. No, that's not Jamie. Cause
here we go. We're going for a lap. So look, I'll take you through a lap of for everyone watching at home. We'll jump on over the shoulder. So coming up into turn 1, they call this Expo 92 for whatever reason. Maybe there was an Expo 92 here. Crowd to your left. It's a second gear corner. You get into third, but you want to bring it back for turn 2. And this juts back in on itself, and then it's flat through Michelin, which we just went through there, into turn 4, which is flat, up into Cedar Pons, which is the turn 5 right-hander. You want to drop it down a gear, hit your apex, and flow it right out to the DRS zone there. Oh, a bit of dirt on track. Flying down here, top speed of, I think it's 185 kilometers an hour in these cars. 50 meter board, deep into the sack. get a good exit in first gear. On board with Sean Linsell, by the way. You know what I should do? Should show some driver info for everyone that we're on board with. This is into a Spa, turn 8. Very technical bit of racetrack. Like, you're in second gear, you get it into third, and then, fourth, and then you want to bring it back to third, maybe second, second gear, and then you're on the limiter going through, he's actually put into third. It's very interesting going into third through there. Through the last 2 right-handers, these are flat. You really got to pick your turn in point. This one's, he's just skipped across there. He might have got an off track for that. Deep under brakes into the last turn. That was Ferrari just went past. I don't think there's this is Lorenzo. Lorenzo through here and onto the main straight. Head towards the Enterprise at warp factor 10 and finish off your lap. So Sean Linsell comes across the line. He came across the line on a 154.9. So that puts him at the front there.
Yeah, he, very good lap, and mate, you're taking my job away. That was a mega lap.
Sorry, mate. I'll have to get you on the track. Well,
it was.
Yeah, I would put you on the track, but you don't have the track, so it's very hard for you to do a lap with me.
We just, it's good that we swap turns, Aaron, because you were definitely on the point there, mate. And what a lap from Sean Linsell there. That was actually a
that was just a
lap.
banker. I think that was just a banker lap he's done. We got 5 cars in the 154s right now. So there's pace coming out of these guys. I think there was a bit of sandbagging happened in practice, possibly.
It could be, definitely. We normally see race car drivers keeping all their energy for qualifying. And, here's a new driver we haven't seen. The Hello Kitty.
Well, this is Ryan Kemp on track. The track will rubber in. Who's that asking me? Mitchell. Yeah, Mitchell Patterson. Yeah, no, this track will rubber in. You'll start to see some nice lines going through some of the... I'm just trying to get a really good look at this Hello Kitty. God, it's awful, isn't it? Who else is out on track? David Atkinson. He is always just below that radar, and every single race we do, and he sneaks up on the championship. So I'm expecting him to do the same tonight. He's in P11 right now. He's done just a banker lap at a 157, which I know he can do better than that. Who else we got out on track? Jamie Christensen hasn't set a lap yet. That's an interesting... let's jump on board for a lap with Jamie Christensen. This is going to be... That wide line that he's just taken into the last corner there, it's going to be...
The slipstream he's going to have too.
Yeah,
look at
if he can catch the back of Bruce Keys here, it's
Wow.
going to be massive. So let's stay on board. I'll try and get a few shots. So let's turn 1 again. Let's get some helmet cam. Oh, now this is what we're talking about.
So yeah, the drivers have actually fitted new cameras into their helmets, so
Yeah,
we get this
good on 'em.
awesome shot. So very expensive cameras. Cough, wink, wink. The bank is broken, but these cameras are absolutely an amazing shot of what these drivers are actually doing. And Jamie just been absolutely on the limit here, and wouldn't be shocked to see Jamie up here tonight. We saw him in the last round of round 1. He was definitely the guy to look out for. That was going to be Ben Faulkner's competitor.
Yeah, well, I'm just looking at his sector times right now. He is on for P1 right now. And if he catches the back of these guys at the rear of this track and going onto the Rain Straight, he could do a 153 here. So he is so close to a 1. He's on a 154.0 that I put him on right now.
Well, that's fast, and that slipstream will definitely help. So here he comes around the not the last corner.
Oh, that's not going to help at all.
And I reckon that would have been. I reckon the lap might have been thrown there. He's still going though.
Nah, he had to check up. So watch him into how much time we got left in quality? Only 7 minutes left. So I'll move on. We'll see if he can do a lap a little bit later. Yeah, he's just backed out of it a bit. If he goes wide here, you know he's going to be on another lap. Yep.
going
So,
again.
yeah, he's going again. We'll come back to him shortly. Matthew Brunt has gone to the top on a 154.4. Good lap. That'll put him up the pointy end. Anyone on a 154, they're going to be up the front, 100%. So you see the guys out there warming up those tyres. You really need to. Like us.
Well, I'm talking about Matthew Brunt. In the last season, in season 1, he was definitely the one to look out for. I feel like Jamie Christensen's the new Matthew Brunt, and I feel like Ben Faulkner's the new...
Oh, I don't know. That Matthew Brunt forced trauma. No one can compete with the trauma that he inflicted on some of those races.
I definitely know that, but there's seeing these 2 new drivers come into it, it's definitely shaking up the field, and for Brunt to come out on the track and be in P1, he's got a lot of potential to be out there at the end of the race and maybe get a victory.
Yeah, I'm hoping that he can fight for a podium here. You're talking about exciting drivers. Joshua Horton in the Boogie Bomb entry. He came in late into the Vermilion 86 series and set the world on fire at Bathurst. And what we've seen since then is someone that can wheel one of these 86s. So looking forward to see what he can do.
Definitely, Josh. Josh being one of these drivers that last round it was a bit of an up and down for him. It was good round for him, solid points. But I'd say Josh is going to be one of those top 5 drivers that will be pushing for more than just solid points. I think he'd want that podium, and right now he's sitting in P2, so he's definitely got a solid shot. And it looks like that's Ben Faulkner behind him, so this is going to give a huge gain to Ben Faulkner.
You know what? I'm looking at Jamie Christensen's timing that we were just looking at before. He's nowhere. He's not going to get into the 154s on this lap, and he'll only have 2 laps to have a dig at this. What's Ben Faulkner going to do? He's actually on... See, no one that I can see in the sector times is setting the world on fire. Sean Linsell, we know how good this racer is. He played it down a little bit in our interview that we had with him 2 weeks ago. He came 3rd, I think, or maybe 2nd. I think he came 2nd. Could have been 3rd, actually, behind Curtis Bird. But
no, it was... I think he wasn't on the podium, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, his comments were a bit... I was taken back by him that he didn't want to... He doesn't like... He likes to be at the front, obviously, in clean air, but he doesn't want to go for the big dive bomb moves early in the season.
I think he's been a smart driver.
Or he's keeping his cards close to his chest.
Yeah, I think it's keeping the cards close. I think it's getting some solid points at the start, then just slowly get more aggressive, go for the wins. And as we can see a car off the road, who's that? And they've actually saved it.
Oh, that's in the Vermilion. That's in the Vermilion car. I can't remember who's driving that one.
And I think he maybe solid points could be the way, and at the end he could snatch it up. Who knows?
Yeah, and this is a 6-round series, so very short, no drop rounds. Every point counts. So he's still up the pointy end of the field. He's shown how good of a driver he is in the previous season. So look for him. As we say that, he just went up to P3, qualifying in P3. There's no one on track looking to do any better than that. We'll go back to the only Bens, and he's the only Ben on the track at the moment. That's Ben Faulkner. He's got the Boogie Bomb entry. Oh, that is I don't know who that was, but it didn't sound fantastic. We're going to look at a lot of Ben on track. So, Joshua Horton not taking any prisoners into the sack. Tim Vaughan, we saw him get a little bit loose into. I think that was turn 2. He got a little bit loose into. So he's not on a lap right now as we talk. In the retro-inspired Vermilion. Yeah, it did sound like a box full of neutrals, Mitch. Yeah. So yeah, Tim Vaughan's in the retro-inspired Vermilion livery. Curtis Bird in the pits, so he will not get a lap done. Bruce Keys, he's in pits, won't get a lap done. Sam Chapman, he was a little bit under the radar last fortnight when we were racing in round 1. So I'm looking forward to what he can do. He's on track for... Yeah, he's going to better his time on this lap. He's on for a 155, like a low 155, so that'll catapult him up maybe into P7 or 8. Your mate, don't call him the wobbler, is wobbling down pit lane, so he will not get another lap in. Jamie Christensen, now we come back to him. He is not on a lap. I can tell you the predicted lap time that I'm seeing right now is a 156, so he's going to start down in 11th.
Wow. That's gonna be a huge mix-up. We saw in practice he had a lot of pace under that bonnet, so maybe he pulls it out last minute in the race. So
well, we did see the lap that he was actually on. He got held up. So
yeah, that was unfortunate. We saw that pack just.
Well, hang on. As I'm saying that, I'm completely wrong. Watch this time as he comes across the line here. I think he's going to go up to P1. That last sector that he did, let's just see what happens with this time. Yeah, a 154.2. That's put him up to P1. And he's going, thank you very much. Fastest lap, Jamie Christensen, a 154.2. Thank you very much, and did it with 30 seconds to spare too. Wow, that was
very
good.
Smart.
Yeah, very smart. David Atkinson is somewhere on track. I can't seem to find him. Oh, there he is. No. Oh, there he is. Then we got Thomas Byrne. He's got a new livery tonight. He's in the pits. He's going to be starting down, and I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that he is on a controller, and he'll be finding this track difficult as it could possibly be. We got Dale Lube out on track. He's just coming across the line now. He's actually going to better his time. Oh no! Oh no! Mr. Slip and Lube actually missed the Enterprise by a millimeter. So okay, well look, are you going to take us through the field?
We might as well, mate. Let's go through.
So we'll go. We'll show. Oh god, I'm always.
How's the pots and pans tonight, mate?
The pots and pans. I'm getting better, slowly but surely. Go for it.
So front row, Jamie Christensen and Matthew Brunt. So Matthew Brunt being in P2, a lot better result for qualifying that time around for Brunt. Sean Linsell P3 in that podium spot, so he's in a good spot to maybe jump these guys up the front. So he's in P3, Josh Hooton in P4.
The Boogie Bomb.
Ben Faulkner in P5 and P6 Tim Vaughan. So Ben a little bit far back, but I'm sure he can bring it up there. Curtis Bird, the Birdman, P7. P8, Bruce Keys. That's an astonishing result. Well done. Sitting in P8. Kyle Ridley in 9th, and Sam Chapman finishing out of the top 10. Mr. Tyson Hammer, I can't call him what he's being called, but
don't call him the wobbler on the stream,
no,
okay? I've told you
yeah,
time and time again, don't call Tyson Hammer the wobbler.
P12, David Atkinson. P13, Thomas Byrne on the controller, and Ryan Kemp in P14.
Looking very cute in P14.
I know, great looking livery. Dale Lube in P15, and Daniel Johnson in P16. With the Mobile 1 livery too.
Yeah, that looks. I was just about to mention that livery looks really cool, and I don't think he set a lap in qualifying. So, that's a really good shot of the guys down there on the grid. Let's see if we can get them. We're about to. Yeah, they're going through the driving briefing right now. That's the grid. I'll see if Chopper Dave. Oh, thanks, Chopper Dave. He gets all the good shots. Dave up there in the. I think he in the chopper. I think he controls the blimp as well on a little controller. So does a massive job. One day I'll get him into the comm box and we'll have a chat with him. But I think he's better up in the air.
Yeah, I think he is too. Right, so for the second round of Toyota 86s, not a bad field, and some very fast drivers up the front. So I want to see Jamie Christensen. He's in a good spot. He all he needs to do is get a good launch and just drive away, because obviously we saw Ben Faulkner last round absolutely dominate that round. So we'll see how Jamie Christensen goes. So I'm very interested about this race, and Matthew Brunt being in P2.
It's very interesting, some of these positions. Ben Faulkner is interesting having him so far down the grid. He's in P5, but Isn't that weird that we're saying he's like he's got no chance back in
Oh,
P5, but
he's
he's got all the
miles
chances.
away.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he's surrounded by some very good drivers. He's got Joshua Hooton. He's raced with him as well. Tim Vaughan,
yep.
as we know, is a fantastic driver. Curtis Bird behind him as well. So he's surrounded by some pace. Let's see what he can do with it. Who's down here? We got Kyle Ridley. Sam Chapman has not taken the grid yet, I don't think. He finished in P10, but it looks like
Yeah.
everyone's on the grid. Oh no, he's on grid.
Sam
He's on-
Chapman's in a really good spot though, sitting P10. He can see the action if there's a crash in turn one. He's got enough time to react. So
We're about to go live. So we're about to go for round 2 of the ANZ E-Series. About to get on the way.
And here we go, lights out in a second, and there they go, Jamie Christensen getting a good launch, and who's that in the background? Joshua Hooton, absolutely
Under the Enterprise.
a rip of a start. So he's going to probably get Matthew Brunt here. He's got Brunt. Let's see if he can get Linsell. Linsell shut the door. Everyone's clean up into turn 1. 1686 is absolute flying through turn 1. Joshua Hooton trying to get Linsell. Ben Faulkner trying to follow through as well. Tim Vaughan sitting there. So Brunt has absolutely been swallowed up. Linsell just sitting in behind, not really doing much, but we can see Brunt trying to hold him off. Look at this. Look at the lights. We're just almost in the darkness, and you can see there Ben Faulkner passing Matthew Brunt and Joshua Hooton.
So this is a good shot. I've actually got this shot down at the SAC for everyone if that's interested, into turn 6 here. There's a lot of angry 86s coming into here now.
Look at that. Look at the dive bomb from, I think that's Tim Vaughan.
That was Curtis Byrne, I think. That did the big dive bomb down there.
Look at Matthew Brunt. He's just getting absolutely swallowed up from those cold tyres. We can see now he's got Tim Vaughan and Matthew Brunt behind him, which he's definitely no slouch. And I think Vaughan's got around Brunt now. So Brunt's just slowly moving down the field. Maybe he's just getting those tyres up to temp. Having a look from Tim Vaughan. Curtis Bird sitting there nice and patiently. He's got Sam Chapman behind him. Sam Chapman's a very aggressive driver, so do not give him an inch. And we could see Kyle Ridley in the background have a wobble out of turn. I think that's.
Yeah, this should be interesting. Which turn was that? Oh, one of the turns, one of the right-handers, one of the left-handers.
I think that was actually Ferrari. So just having a wobble out of Ferrari, and here comes Curtis Bird. You can just see him there on the back of the JK Signs wing, the Synergy car. Now Matthew Brunt getting a bit of tyre temp into the car.
Yeah, so that first lap it was all you need to get some tyre temp. We'll see the lap times start to tumble now after you get a little bit of that, and a bit of aero as well is gonna be massive. So, there's a bit of that's Sam Chapman on the outside. That's not where you really want to be.
Look at that. He's got the move done on the outside. What a great move. And now he's got the next corner. Oh. Just having a wiggle in the exit and getting that move done. So the biggest gains out of that is Ben Faulkner out of that. What a great start for him. And Sam Chapman getting around Curtis Bird.
Well, the biggest move, Ben Faulkner had the biggest move, but Sean Linsell up into P2, that's massive as well. And he's getting hunted by the Faulkner.
Faulkner just sitting there nice and patiently. I don't think he wants to do anything stupid, but I don't think Linsell would want to fight at this point. He just wants to stick on the back of Jamie Christensen, and that would be the main goal for Heat 1 and Heat 2. Throw everything out the window from Heat 1. Ben just having to get on the brakes a bit earlier than what he thought he would have to. So the car almost locked the rear diff. You can see that attitude of that Only Ben's car just having a lot of pace in that, and the Logitech car just being nice and fast through those sweepers though. So definitely having the capabilities to go through there nice and smooth. Ben Faulkner running a bit wide, missing that.
Yeah, that is really wide, and he probably got an off track for that as well.
Running nice and wide, and let's see if Ben Faulkner can get the run, just sliding on exit. He should have the run up to turn 1. See it happen.
No, he's not. He's thinking better of it. He's probably. I'd imagine that. Who's that fastest lap gone to? Yeah, Jamie Christensen's already done a 154.4, so he is flying.
Yeah, well, with Jamie Christensen having that clean air, he doesn't have to worry about anything. Lindsell's further enough back to go, okay, I don't have to worry Linsell making a move now. I just need to push as hard as possible in that Prodigy car. And he's done really well. And
Can I tell you, just while we're saying that, Sean Linsell is actually closing the gap to Jamie Christensen at the moment. His lap time is unbelievable. Maybe Christensen had a little bit of a wobble, but we'll go through the pack because that little pack behind where Joshua Horton's battling for P4 here. Behind him he's got Tim Vaughan in the Vermilion Motorsports entry, and Matthew Brunt, which you'll want to make up for lost time here. He started. Where did he start? He started in P2. He's down to P6 now. So
I was going to say those two people I would not want behind me is Tim Vaughan, which is my endurance partner. But he's an absolute weapon. I've nicknamed him the Flying Kiwi. He is just an absolute machine. And look at the run that Tim's got. Let's see if Matthew.
And he's gone wide.
Makes the move. Is he going to make the move? Thinks better of it. Doesn't go for it, and he's going to go for it. Look at this. Does Vaughan go for the inside in the next corner? Matthew Brunt having a look now. Tim's going to have to defend. Does he go for the dive? Brunt does. Has a look. Has a sniff. And he's backed out of it just enough so Vaughan doesn't affect it.
But look at the run. Look at the run that Tim's got now. He's going to have to go to the outside.
This is where you do the under and over. Let's see if Tim can break early and get under him.
Oh, not quite. It's so hard to pass around here. Position in the car is everything. Look, he's already blocking. Horton's already blocking, and we've just gone past the halfway mark, so that's going to be a tough ask to hold on to fourth with these guys breathing down your neck.
Definitely, and Sam Chapman, we can just see it coming in the shot too.
Yeah, he's part of this battle too now.
So he could gain a lot out of this if these guys come together. It's definitely up for Sam Chapman to see what he can do. And look at the boogie bomb, absolutely looking like a polka dot circus. Let's see if he makes a move in the Toyota 86 Vermilion entry. So Tim on the outside, he's going to have the better run into the corner. Let's see how far Tim goes around the outside, and he goes a long way. Tries to hug Josh as hard as possible on
He's going to have the inside run now into turn 7 and 8. I think he's got it done.
Yeah, he has, and the Flying Kiwi goes through.
And Brunt's going to go through too.
Look at this. He's made the move. Josh has thought better of it and backed out of it. Look at here. Now Sam Chapman's getting involved now. Let's see if he goes up the inside, and he does. Huge dive bomb. Look at that. Almost clips Matthew Brunt, but he's got it done. Sam Chapman absolute with a success, and look at this. Josh back on the inside.
It's going to be hard because you've got this sequence of right-handers now. Oh no, he's Joshua Horton's had to back out. Oh, and he's got a little bit loose. Horton in the boogie bombs.
Sliding the whole way through that corner, he's held on to it, but that is such a huge loss. We saw that with Tim just making that move. All of them just followed. You know, if Josh doesn't have that momentum to get going again and go, right, Tim, I'm going to bring it back to you. No, it's going to take him a couple laps to get that momentum back up, being on Toyota 86. So huge winner out of that is Sam Chapman and Matthew Brunt.
So these guys are fighting for absolute sheep stations here for P4. The fight for P10 is not over, or is this the fight for P9? This is the fight for P8.
P8.
Yeah, this is the fight for P8. So there's battles everywhere. This is Kyle Ridley, Bruce Keys, and Curtis Bird, the Birdman, the Whitey's Pies entry in the retro livery. We might jump on board with the with Curtis.
Yeah, and the Ryco livery. They've got a couple of sponsors. Chatting to Mr. Birdman the other night. We've got a lot of sponsors on that car, so we keep calling him the Whitey's Pies entry, but yeah, he's got a lot of on that, so well done to that team for Chris Cross. And we saw them on the weekend come out with a lot of cars on the weekend, so thanks for those guys that are all coming out. Bruce Key's having a look though. Let's see if 3 wide. Let's see it happen. Birdman doesn't go for it. But look,
like I've always said, don't go 3 wide into the sack. All right, composure. We're back.
Yeah, we're back. So making 3 wide into the sack. Kyle Ridley on the back of Bruce Keys, just trying to sniff out where he can make those moves. I thought the Birdman would go for that. There was enough of an opportunity. If Birdman went up the inside, pushed Cole just enough, so he would just tap Bruce Keys to have a little bit of a worse run. Yeah, Birdman could have made an absolute gain out of that, but he's back to it. He's going to save it for another run and try and get another move done.
So that battle, while that battle's been going on up the front, Ben Faulkner actually got the lead, and Sean Linsell is now battling for that P2 position. Oh, look at those guys behind! They're actually making pace on this P2 battle. So this P2 battle for 2 could turn into a P2 battle for out of 6 drivers.
Yeah, well, definitely. We saw on a Wednesday night Liam Banks and Mr. Mitch Patterson with an amazing battle at Daytona GR83, and there's 9 cars in second place. So yeah, it could be definitely another scenario like that. So if Sean's got the move done, all he needs to do is just have a quick look, drive up the inside. Let's see it happen. Sean,
oh, he's backed out.
Oh, that could have been an absolute mega of a move. But he's back out of it. He's going to keep through the lap. But I really expected the move there. I don't know.
He had the move done. Like I know it was just before the braking marker, but he could have put it up the inside. Ben wasn't fighting him, so Ben's up for a bit of a challenge. Oh, that's grass for Benny boy there.
And Ben just going through the rest of the lap there. Oh, look at Ben's going sideways in the sim rig. Only bit.
I love it. I'll be chucking that on next time he goes through the sack.
So having another look. Maybe the strategy here is pull away from the guys behind.
Yeah, they are working together. They've actually made a massive. And as we say that,
huge move up in the last corner.
The over and under is on.
And have a look at Ben's just getting the run on the outside. So this being the outside fan one. So Sean just needs to sit there. Sean's far up. All he needs to do is a huge dive bomb.
Yeah, just hold him up. Just hold Ben up. Just put him on the outside. Put the car where you want him. Oh, he's got a little bit loose out there. Great driving. This is awesome.
So Ben's going wide so he can get that run again. Another right-hander. This favours Ben Faulkner though. So
I cannot believe what we just witnessed there. That's Ben Faulkner going on the outside for turns 1 and 2.
It's still having enough. And we know with these 86s, they're a type car. You've got a lot of grip, but when that grip turns off almost, it's almost like it's on and off switch. Yeah, the moment it turns off, you've got no grip. So we can see the Linsell having another look. Let's see it happen on the outside.
Let's see if Linsell's, as he said in the interview like we had a fortnight ago, he's not big on dive bombing or making the brutal pass, but he's definitely putting pressure on Benny at the front here. There's some battles going on down the back that we need to mention too. There's David Atkinson and Daniel Johnson and David Atkinson have been battling for ages at the back here. This is for P12. And they're fighting like it's the... oh, here we go. He's going to go down the inside again.
No, he's backed out of it. There's been a lot of drivers and it's good and nice, respectful racing. We haven't had any contact yet, so no safety car.
Oh, I should mention that we do have a live safety car, so if anyone does have an incident, we'll be calling out Liam Banks, and hopefully he's going to do better than what he did in the NASCAR. Out there, they've probably limited that car to a certain speed for him.
Well, we can't give Liam a lot of crap because he did commentate for a good couple of hours.
It was 3 hours. He was out there for 3 hours with me at the Enduro, and I appreciate it because I was hoarse by the end of it, and without him, I don't think I would have got to the end.
And yeah, Liam doing an absolute stellar job, so thank you for Liam for doing that.
I mean, I don't know why you're sucking up to Liam, alright? Okay, so we can...
Oh, mate, amazing commentator and good safety car.
You wait. In the cricket, right? The cricket's on at the moment. if the Poms are winning, he's a Pom. When the Australia's winning, he goes, I've been here long enough to be an Australian. So he's a bit of a fence jumper.
Oh, it's like a Van Falkner 2.0.
So let's
But,
jump up the let's jump up the front here. This battle up here, Bruce Keys has got P7 pretty much wrapped up, but he's going to have a bit of challenge from Kyle Ridley. And also
like,
Curtis Bird behind that as well.
Well, we can see actually a car behind Curtis Bird, but it almost looks like Kyle Ridley's actually holding up the Birdman. It looks like he's got a lot of pace in that. Oh, Southern, I was going to say Southern Cross, but Crisscross, 86. Southern Cross is another league that we do, and
thanks for mentioning them. I hope they mention us on their league.
I know, they should. Sim's been doing an amazing job. But anyway, moving on. Kyle Ridley under attack. The Birdman.
So this battle at the front. Let's just talk about this man before we move on. He's got this. Unless his engine blows up, unless there's a back marker, or the world opens up and swallows that 86. He's got this thing won. Behind him, you can see that's a lap car. Behind that lap car is actually where Ben Faulkner and Sean Linsell are. So he's got nearly a 6-second gap over these guys. He's doing 154s constantly. So I think he's just out there for a Sunday drive.
Yeah. And 54s, for anyone that's wrapped their head around it, Jamie Christensen recently did Prodigy, which was actually huge. It was only the top 40 could actually in the world go through, and he got into the top 40, did the first rounds. Unlucky, it was unfortunate that he didn't qualify to the next round, but he did go into the Prodigy, so well done to him, and that's what he's running now with his own name on it. So well done for Jamie for doing that, and he's proving why he did Prodigy. So
he's just so smooth. I'm just watching this lap unfold now. He's just hitting his marks. He obviously knows track limits because he's using every single millimetre of road, and the car just looks stable as.
It does. It really does. But yeah, it's definitely proven why he's in esports for the 86.
Well, just remember in round one in the second race, he had a tough ask of it. I don't think he even finished the race. So
yeah, he ended up going into the wall. So,
exactly right. So he's down on points. So this is going to be a nice big bag of points for him. Benny Faulkner is still getting the blowtorch from Sean Linsell at the moment.
Yeah, Sean Linsell using that Logitech blowtorch. So the Evolution car just sticking right to the back. And we've been talking about the mindset of the drivers all day so far, and you can see here Linsell just using his brain there, just trying to make the corner a bit bigger.
He's got a really good exit here. We might jump on board with Sean Linsell here because I think he's got him. Now, we saw Ben go around the outside here when Ben's awake to it. Benny Faulkner is just a good driver. I mean, what am I to say? Sean Linsell is definitely putting pressure on him. These guys are going to push through the field in the second race when there's a reverse grid. We're going to have these three: Jamie Christensen, Ben Faulkner, and Sean Linsell pushing their little 86s to the limit.
Yeah, definitely. And where's Mr. Matthew Brunt? I wonder where he's on the.
Well, I'm just looking now. We're going down to Matthew Brunt. Call Linsell the doctor because he's handing out free exams to Faulkner. I love it, Mitchell. Thanks very much. This fight for P4 is. I think there'll be one more lap after this. So all but Matthew Brunt has to do is hold off Sam Chapman. Chapman started in, I think he started P9. Actually, you know what I've got? You know what I've got in me pots and pans?
Or not the pots and pans.
I got some pots and pans. It shows me the positions gained, and everyone can see that. So Sam Chapman is actually.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Sam Chapman's actually made up the most positions. Him and Daniel Johnson. Daniel Johnson is actually in P11 at the moment. And I'm just looking where he started. He started in P14. Oh, obviously he started there because he's up 4 positions. Ben Faulkner's up 3, and Bruce Keys, well done, up as position 2. So looks like Matthew Brunt's got this in the bag. What's that? Is there any fights going on down the back here? As I say that, here we go.
Oh, look at this. Now, is that Tim Vaughan? That is too. What has happened there? And that's Joshua.
That's Joshua Horton at the back there. They're all going to battle. So has this gone to white flag? No, it hasn't. So there's going to be this lap and one more. Still green flag. Right? Oh no, white flag. That was the white flag they just got there. So we're on the last lap.
Curtis Bird up the inside.
Curtis Bird.
On the Birdman. Still hasn't made the move. Oh, Tim Boyd getting right on the back of him. Look at that. Tim Boyd trying to pressure him as much as he can. The flying Kiwi. We saw him do well in the endurance. Let's see what he can pull out of the hat now. And these boys are actually going on the endurance too. So old sparring buddies really. So hard on the brakes again. Tim Vaughan just opening up the corner a lot more.
Oh, I have to cut away. Sean Linsell got it done. Sean Linsell has got it done with half a lap to go. That was the sack. That was the sack. He got it done. He's been lurking there for ages at the sack. And here he goes. So we're going to come up here into turn 8 into a Spa. He just has to... Oh, and that's a big wobble from Ben.
So if they mess up here, Matthew Brunt is here to capitalise. No contact yet, side by side.
So Sean's got the inside for the next right-handers.
Ben just bumping him through that corner just to try and get him a worse run. Linsell going over the curbs with Ben Faulkner following him. Let's see if Ben does a huge dive bomb to run him out wide. Oh, using all the grass.
Oh, there he goes. Ben's using all the road.
He's off the road. And he's joined back, and Linsell's going to take home P2 with Ben Faulkner in P3 and Jamie Christensen in P1.
What a drive from Sean Linsell to put one over Ben Faulkner. He was there lurking for ages and got that job done. That was awesome effort from Linsell. Ben Faulkner in for P3, like you said. Matthew Brunt would be happy with that return to form there into P4. Sam Chapman under the radar. I'll say that right now. We're gonna watch that guy get it. Faulkner's enjoyed that race, I can tell you. So we'll go, Brucey. Who's coming across the line yet? Still, that's Thomas Byrne coming under the Enterprise now, and the Wobbler coming through for P15. He will not like that at all.
Yeah, with Tyson, he's been it's actually been better than last round. Last round he had a bit of an iffy round, but yeah, if he can keep it consistent, he'll definitely have some strong points at the end. So here's the results for the race.
I mean, it doesn't show me the results because who knows? Let me see if I can bring these up for everyone. Is that going to work? Ah, here we go. So Jamie Christensen comes through for the. Look at the gap he had. He had an 8-second lead over Sean Linsell at the end there. We know that Ben Faulkner and Sean Linsell were battling for most of that, but that's domination. He's going to start from P10 for the next race. Sean Linsell, mate, I just said that Matthew Brown had a return to form. That's what we like to see from Sean Linsell. We know he's a race winner, and we're going to see him at the front for most of this series. Ben Faulkner, he'll be happy, but also a little bit disappointed with the P3. His main competitor is probably Sean Linsell and Jamie Christensen, and they've got one over him on that one. Matthew Brunt, excellent effort. Sam Chapman, watch him. He's got pace. Expect him in the second race to do something special. Brucey Keys, big result for the key man. We thought he lost his keys. He didn't. He put him into the 86, dropped the clutch and went and got a P6. Kyle Ridley, excellent effort in the P7. Joshua Horton, I don't think he would quite like the Boogie Bomb being down the bottom of the top 10. Tim Vaughan, however, will take those points. Curtis Bird is the word in P10. Who else we got out there? We got Daniel Johnson and David Atkinson were having a battle for a long time, and Daniel just got the edge over to him for P11. Dale Slip and Lube has a lot to play for here. He's going to start in P13 in the next race. He was slipping all over the place. Thomas Byrne, I have no idea how he even finished that race on a controller. That track looks awful to do on a wheel, let alone a controller. Ryan Kemp in the in that Hello Kitty livery. Might have to put something a bit racier on there instead of the little kitty cat. So that rounds out the. We had 16 drivers here tonight. It's pretty good.
Yeah, very good. It's good to see all of them turn up, and what a great field, and the battles were amazing for that one. So who would you put your? Obviously we're going to the second round.
Who would I put my lunch money on?
Yeah,
I
who
would.
you pick?
Mitchell Patterson's already keeps on correcting me. It's not Hello Kitty. It's Pleasant Greetings Feline. No, it's Hello Kitty. I'm sorry. Just like this circuit is harassed, not harassed. I couldn't have said it better myself. I'm just saying. I was just trying to check out who's out on track right now. Is that Liam Banks? Ooh, now Liam obviously needs a bit of practice in the. Nope, no practice for you, Mr. Liam Banks. You're going straight back to the pits. We're going to teleport you there somehow. Lucky we're in virtual land at the moment. So yeah, my money, my $2.50 lunch money that I had that Mum would give me for a Vegemite sandwich and maybe a packet of chibbies. I'm going to go outside the box here, and Joshua Horton is my pick for this one. He starts in P3, second row of the grid. He's going to have a really good look at Tim Vaughan and Curtis Bird. I really think he's going to get a nice lead.
If I'd have to put my lunch money on it, $11 because I'm in the modern
Whoa,
age.
$11!
I know.
Holy moly! If I was back in school, I could have bought the whole canteen.
I know. But I'd actually put it on Sam Chapman. He's in a good spot. But Tim Vaughan's up there, so I mean, yeah, it's.
Well, hang on. You can't go both ways. Where's your money going?
I would go. I'm gonna go with my heart and just go Curtis Bird. I love the Bird,
Curtis
man.
Bird. Well, he's starting P1. We know what happens if you start P1. You can hold on to it. So all he has to do is. We're about to go. We're about to go live. So this is round 2 of the Vermilion Motorsports GR86s. We're going green. They drop the clutch and off they go. Who's got a good start there? They all did. Look, and there's your mate Curtis Bird getting swallowed by the pack.
Tim Vaughan getting a great start, and look at the chopper view of Dave just doing an amazing job. Let's see if there's any contact into turn 1. Everyone trying to make positions. We can see Jamie Christensen try to get around Sean Lidsell, almost making contact. 3 wide almost. Kyle Ridley on the outside now. It's going to be in the inside. Josh Hooton on a good spot. Tim Vaughan's going to be pulling away. Bird getting absolutely swallowed up by Sam Chapman here.
Oh, I love that. That's cool.
All the buzzy bees going by. Great sounding little things. And look at these. Kyle Ridley on the outside. And Sam Chapman almost up.
Oh, who is that in the background? That is Daniel Johnson, is it?
Into the barrier.
He was going at. Well, he must have taken the warp core out of that Enterprise at the start because he was at warp factor 10.
And I reckon this might be a safety car.
I think they've called the safety car. Yeah, he's got. So just for anyone watching that doesn't iRace or new to iRacing, what we do in this series is we leave the cars on track and they request a tow. So while they're requesting a tow, if the car's in a weird spot, they'll call a safety car. Now, these guys are still battling. I don't think the safety car's been called.
I don't think they had enough time to actually get onto it, so there actually might be a penalty going to Daniel Johnson.
Oh, that is big!
Oh, yeah, and there's Kyle into the wall there. Bang! Hit the wall. To get going.
Mr. Ridley. No, he got going. That car will be second hand at best, Kyle Ridley. So that's put him down. That's put him down right to the back, and Dale Slip and Lube's actually going to come through here and slip through for the for P14 and put him back to P15.
Yeah, Kyle Ridley. I thought the back.
Oh, hang on.
Fall out of that car.
I'm just looking now. Is that's the safety car being pulled out into the track? Right there.
Yeah.
I see it now. So that's going to bunch up the field.
So
the whole field's gone past the safety car though. So interesting that they would that Liam would come out now. God, that's a good looking safety car. And we'll probably find that he'll just park that on the inside here and wait for these guys to come around. So this is going to be
Lube needs to go around the safety car.
No, Mr. Slip and Lube, get around him. He's just saying hello. You know what he's doing. He's going, that is a brilliant looking safety car.
What a great looking car, and we can see Kyle Ridley coming out to the back of it now. So
we'll jump that back to the front of the field here. That's Tim Vaughan. He's going very slow. So communication to the field is a little bit lacking at the moment.
I think the safety car's going to try and pull up maybe to the front of the grid instead of waiting, because it's about 4Ks to get around. So.
Exactly right. So 4.5 Ks to get around here. You got to get through the sack. That takes a long time, and then get through the other half of the track. So I'm expecting a safety car to come flying down here on the outside. This is very unorthodox. Hope he pulls it up. I don't like seeing Liam Banks go that fast. We know he's on a going flat on a NASCAR. It could be you don't know what's going to happen, but yeah, just put the brakes on, mate. That's it. That's it. Get control of this field, and that is. Liam thought that he could get away with it. He thought he could just be a safety car, get out there and do his job. Not tonight. He made a meal of it anyway. Oh God.
Instead of just circulating, he would have to put his foot down for once. And,
yeah, exactly right. Yeah, he was. I bet you he was scared doing that. He would have been yelling over race control. Take my limiter off just for a second. So Tim Vaughan's got the. He's going to have, and I think the safety car's going to pull away right now, and he'll have control of the field at about 80 Ks. Joshua Horton, please don't lose my lunch money, Mr. Horton, because I won't be able to eat anything tomorrow otherwise. A person that is in a great position here is Sam Chapman.
We were talking about Sam Chapman before, and
yeah,
I think
a little bit.
Just dropped a spot.
I think he's under the radar. No. Sam Chapman started in P5, so he's up into P3 now.
Oh, just saying second place if he's in third. So, and that looks like Ben Faulkner behind, if I'm not correct.
Yeah, that's Ben Faulkner in the only Ben's livery, and here we go. Oh, he's gone a little bit early there too. Did Tim Vaughan go a little bit? No, he didn't.
No,
he checked the field up. Interesting from Timmy. He's going to take this all the way under the Enterprise, and then here he goes. He's taken off.
So the flying Kiwis absolutely jumped them all, and look at this, 3 wide in the background, no contact, swerving in the middle there just to try and get some tyre heat into the cars. Tim Vaughan nice and smooth up into turn 1. Let's see turn 2 happen. Nice and smooth. There's nothing that's happened yet. I thought the cold tyres would catch some people out.
Well, I'm just trying to work out what's going on in the background. Everyone is very, very just taking their time through here. They know there's only 14 minutes left, so who's that sideways in the background? Was that Kesey? No, it was Jamie Christensen.
Oh, wow.
We saw that in round 1, that when he was around the pack, he just struggles to find pace. So don't count him out. He's in P10 now. That's where he started anyway. So see him work his way through this pack. That's him on the inside into the sack.
Oh, Ridley up the inside of one of the cars too as well.
Slip and Lubes let him slip past. Behind him is the Vermilion entry, and that's Thomas Byrne having a massive crack on Kyle Ridley. So he's found a little bit of pace. He's getting used to this on the controller as well.
Say Thomas Byrne's in the new livery as well.
Yeah, no, I just noticed that new livery is very smart. I'm trying to get a nice look at it. Yeah, that's a very clean, good-looking livery, and
it's very good. David Atkinson behind as well, trying to put a bit of pressure on Mr. Thomas Byrne, but he's doing well on the controller as we normally see him. I mean, if we didn't see him doing normal Thomas Byrne things, just doing amazing things on that control, I'd be shocked.
If he's not, well, that NASCAR race that we had last week, I honestly thought it was his to lose at one stage. He got a bit unlucky actually with a bit of contact, but other than that, we'll see him. I reckon we'll see him get a race victory, whether it be in the 86s or NASCAR this season. Thomas Byrne is down there now. Sean Linsell is carving his way through through here. We've got Benny Faulkner up in front, so he's going to struggle to. I'm waiting for that battle to unfold again at the front between Sean Linsell and Ben Faulkner. But they've got a lot of catching up to do. We've only got 12 minutes left of racing. and everyone out there is quick. Everyone out there is doing 155.5s. So temperatures taken a while to come up. That safety car was probably the worst thing that could have happened for these guys that had to start from the back of the grid.
Yeah, well, that's it. You see Jamie Christensen, we said about being in the pack, finishing up P1. But right now, for the best points finish, it would be, I reckon it'd be Sean Linsell or Ben Faulkner at this point for better points.
Yeah, like an overall round 2 win. Yeah,
Yep.
I think, they're in the box seat, but don't you count out Mr. Horton up here. He's putting the pressure on Tim Vaughan at the front. He'll bide his time. He knows he's about to feel the pace of Ben behind him, and we know that Ben's been putting out. Sean Linsell's been putting out some exams for the rear end of these 86s, but maybe Ben's going to be doing a couple of those now as well.
Yeah, well, we might say it. So, Mr. Doctor.
Oh, and here he goes. Big move down the inside. Oh, he hasn't. It was that contact.
Oh, and he turned, and Faulkner's into him, and he's into Sean too. Huge contact.
That'll have to be a safety car if he's stuck out there. No, he's got back on track. We'll try and get a replay. This will be our first replay of the night, actually. Who was that? That was Timmy Vaughan, and he's got going. He's right down the back of the pack. All right, let's get a replay. So I thought I'd just get that back here before we go through the two right-handers. So we saw Joshua Horton putting the absolute pressure on him as we go through these two right-handers, and did a massive dive bomb. So what I'll try and do is I'll get on with Joshua Horton. I suspect he's going to have a little bit to talk about here. Look at the nose.
So let's see if he does the big dive bomb that we saw on the TV on the outside camera. Yeah, that is huge. Does he pull it up though?
No, he's giving him a touch. Giving him a touch on the inside. I don't know. That's a weird one. He did have the inside line there, so we'll find out from race control what actually goes on there. But yeah, that's unfortunate for who was it? The one that was Timothy Vaughan. So he's actually that was him just getting going again. So commiserations, sir.
Yeah.
So Timothy Vaughan, he's licking his wounds at the back there. I'll see what's going over, anything over race control right now. I'll just have a quick read. I have got some...
Might as well have a look up the front of the field as well with Ben Faulkner having some damage as well with Linsell. So those guys have got damage now. So this might bring in Curtis Bird and Sam Chapman into the the picture, and Matthew Brown.
I just looked at race control just then. They're actually saying that was a racing incident. So no further action to be happening to Joshua Horton. So that's the best news that he could have heard all night. It did look a little bit like a racing incident. So
that was like one. That's another one.
Oh, that was a different one, was it? No, that was.
That was with oh my god. That was the person
that was with number 9. That was with Kyle Ridley.
Yeah.
You're right. So still no incident report that I've seen come through at the moment. So
yeah, well, interesting, but we'll definitely get that on screen with what happened with car number 9 actually firing off into the dirt there. While the guys are just going flying past the corner now.
You're right. Yeah, sorry, and still nothing over race control. So I'll keep an eye out on that for everyone that's watching at home. Let you know what's going on. As Ben Faulkner is going to go around the outside.
Yeah. Sam Chapman's actually got the move done from Benny Faulkner. So Sam's got some pace in this.
I knew he had pace. I knew that gentleman, Sam Chapman. Yeah. We saw him in race 1. He had pace, and here he's going to have to block.
Oh, there's Ben up the inside. No, he's actually not up the inside. He's just scared him.
Ben's been a little bit. Ben was not compromised through that at all. Sam gave him too much room, if you ask me. But
look at this in the background, though.
Yeah, I'm just going back here to. Guess who's in there? Jamie Christensen has made himself up as a P5.
Wow, he's up there already. We were talking that he was back in P10. Curtis Bird and Matthew Brunner there. So Jamie up the inside.
Big dive.
That was a huge dive, a lot cleaner than what Josh Horton did. And look at this, Jamie's in the points now to get the best overall win. So let's see
Yes.
if actually go on Ben Faulkner there. Look at the damage that he's got in that car. I don't think that car's got the same amount of pace that we saw in race 1 because yeah, he's definitely not pulling, that's for sure.
You know that Joshua Horton at the front here is going, thank you very much. You just keep on battling your way back there. I'm loving it up here in the clean air.
Yeah, we'll see if he gets a penalty or not. I think it's going to be a bit of a weird one for race control to call that. It might even be a post penalty, so we might see down maybe later tonight that it might come out on in our Discord and in the Facebook and what's happened in that incident. Because yeah, we'll see what happens. Anyway, Jamie Christensen, look at this run. He's got on Sam Chapman now, and Sam's got no damage. Not Sam, Jamie. Sorry, up on the outside into the sack. Now he's going to come out of the sack in the Prodigy car. He needs to be smart about this because he knows Jamie's fast. So do you let Jamie go and let Jamie fight with Ben, then you're in the picture, or do you hold up Jamie? Personally, I would have let Jamie go and let Jamie fight with Ben Faulkner because then they both hold each other up. But Joshua Horton might be up for a penalty, so who knows what's going to happen. Jamie Christian, huge dive bomb. Sam just covering it off.
He's going to have a better run here. Jamie's going to have such a good run up in under the Enterprise into turn 1.
Let's see it happen. Sam doesn't cover fully. He needs to be that whole way on the other side of the track. Jamie goes for the better run on the outside though. Into the corner. Look at the run Jamie's got, and Jamie's got that done. Yeah, he's got that finished.
Oh, I wouldn't count him out. That's
big dive from Sam Christensen.
That's Sam Chapman on the inside there.
Chapman, sorry. I keep getting confused because Jamie's got a brother.
And there's Matthew Brunt absolutely sending it down the inside here as well. Oh, the contact!
It's running wide. Good racing there. Awesome racing there. Just running with enough water. So just a bit of a bump. Look at that, too wide.
No, Sam, running wide, Sam, running wide. Give yourself all the opportunity.
Yep, definitely. And Sam's gonna have to run for the.
Yeah, you want if you're going to be anywhere, the inside of the sack is where you want to be.
100%. Let's see if Curtis Bird does this for turn 3 again. 3 wide again.
And look who's played himself in. Curtis Bird is playing himself in nicely into this battle for P4.
What a great little spot. We've been joking around that Curtis Bird, it's always just in a good spot. He's always there. He's always just flying around. And yeah, he's definitely in a good spot here. So
look at the run he's got. He's going to be on the outside.
It's not a great spot, but let's see if he can make it work. Does he go back under? Oh, he might get it done. Oh, he's going to push Sam. And look who's behind him. Sean Limsell. What a battle pack this is for the
This is for P4. 3. This is for P4, mate. These guys are battling so hard for P4. I tell you what, Ben Faulkner. We'll have to get to this battle at the front here. We've got 3 minutes left of racing. Ben Faulkner is probably going to have the most pressure put on him for this entire lap. What we'll do is we'll jump on board with Jamie Christensen for this lap, and look at the blocking from Ben.
Look at that, and Jamie's going to go on the outside. We saw him do that with Sam, and Ben's going to learn from his mistakes. And look at this, he's going to have a run, and Ben's covered. Good choice. Look at this, but he's got the run on the outside. No, he doesn't. So he just needs to get on the outside, then he's got the next corner. That's what most of these corners are. He needs to be smart about it. Jamie, up the inside, Brunt, Sam, right behind him. He's on the outside. He's got the run though. He's going to be lost all that speed from washing it out. Jamie up the inside now. He's on the inside for the sack actually, so this is awesome. Almost on the grass. It looks like Ben's pushing him over as much as he can, but the Prodigy car is going to go through and get the move done. What a great move.
You keep on saying it's a great move, but Ben's not giving this up at all. He's going to have the inside line into turn 7 and turn 8.
He's not giving it up at
into
all.
Spa, and Matthew Brunt's going to pay dividends here. Matthew Brunt could see himself up on the podium.
And the only Ben's slowly defending for his life. And look at Sam Chapman coming into this situation. Up the inside, Sam Chapman.
Yeah, he's taken advantage of Matthew Brunt He's going to have the two. He's going to have this inside. He's going to have the next inside. How are these guys hanging out too wide around this track?
Oh, just a little. Oh, Sam.
Oh, Sam, hang on to it, mate. Oh no.
Oh, and there goes Curtis Bird and Sam Chapman. The people that we were talking about being in that top 3 have been absolutely out of the game now.
We'll get to a quick replay because this looks like it's going to be the last lap. So we'll jump on back on Sam Chapman there, see what happens.
Yeah.
So this is them coming in. I'll see if I can slow this down a little bit as he comes through the fast right-hander. He's got it on the grass.
I'm wondering if Linsell was actually pushing Curtis.
Yeah, no, I think he did it by himself, and then Curtis Bird had nowhere to go. He's on the brakes, you can see that, and just contact with the
Sean
Linsell has said thank you very much because I was having a bit of a trouble down here in P7. So yeah, that's unfortunate for those guys. We'll go back live.
And look at this, Sam Chapman.
Sam Chapman's just going to... He's actually still in P7 after that incident. So up the front here, Ben Faulkner is still battling with Jamie Christensen.
I think this might have been white flag, so this might be the last lap.
I'm just looking for the white... I don't... you know what? They went past the... I don't know if I saw the white checker. If it is the final lap, well, yeah, you're right. It has gone final lap. It's gone time certain. So we'll go... This battle here is far but done. Matthew Brunt desperately wants that podium. Joshua Horton, which I had me biscuits on, is going to win me a little bit of cash. Thank you, Connor, for giving me that $11.50.
Oh no.
Sean Linsell has survived that entire race to... oh my God, I've got to go back to it.
Look at it. Ben Faulkner holding it. Matthew Brunt on the outside. No contact. And look at that.
That's 3 wide into the final corner, and
checkered flag.
And that's a massive win for Joshua Horton. Ben Faulkner actually holds on to it. Jamie Christensen, P3, and Matthew Brunt was in there as well. Sean Linsell comes across for P5. Thomas Byrne, he's going to come through for a P10 in this. Oh, that's Ryan Kemp behind him. Couldn't put the pressure on Thomas Byrne. Thomas Byrne, congratulations if you're watching this back. That is a solid effort in P10. He started in P13 and made his way back up, so beat the likes of Ryan Kemp, Tim Vaughan, David Atkinson, Daniel Johnson, the Hammer, the Wobbler. I don't think you're racing this one either, so we'll just go to the results for this race, if I can find them. And
now this is going to be interesting for a penalty. I'm curious if actually, you know what we will do? Actually, before we go through the results, we can get a bit of it.
Yeah, go on. Yep.
So I'm just going to get our race control actually coming in here and actually tell us what's going on. Mr. Oh, and while
I'm bad on the pots and pans. How are you going?
I know, right? I'm just trying to move him down.
You won't be able to, mate.
Ben
Miles.
Race control of tonight, mate. What's going on with the incident, mate? We're just getting on top of that.
The one involving car 18 on that one.
No, we're talking about car 18 in
with Josh in
it was into the last corner.
With Tim Vaughan.
It wasn't called in by Tim.
There you go.
Oh wow.
Okay, that's fair enough. Tim,
we talked about it, but unless it's called in, we're not going to action it.
There you go.
Okay. Wow.
Some great donuts being done here by Ben Faulkner, like last time.
So Joshua Horton's got the victory in the bag then.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for the information, Mr. Miles. We'll see you later.
No worries. Thanks, guys.
All right, let's get some of these race winners in here. Joshua Horton, let's get him in here now. He's going to be stoked with that win. I'll let you take it from here, Connor.
Too easy, mate.
Joshua.
Hello, Josh. How are you, mate? After that race, I'm sure the heart's going.
Oh, mate, she's having a bit of a beat right now. Oh, my.
Money on you, and he's won quite a bit.
Oh, how much did he want off me? Yeah.
I put
$2.
$2.50 on Joshua Horton winning that race, and thank you very much.
World
I'll give
class.
you half. Okay, thank you.
Can we get a round of applause on Aaron? Oh my god, we're in the bed already.
Well, mate, what a stellar drive. Obviously, race one is probably not 100% what you wanted, but it looks like it lined up for race two, mate. Because you come home in P1, you'd be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, race one, nowhere near on the pace. I don't know what happened. I couldn't keep up with anyone. I was always coming back off the pack, and so I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna give it a fair shot. I'm gonna come into the second one clear head and try and give it my all. Exactly what I did. Got lucky with a bit of the fighting, and yeah, worked my way up.
Well, that was definitely the way, mate. And the Boogie Bomb team, might as well give them a shout out, mate. What would you like to thank to the Boogie Bomb team and the rest of the people that make it happen for you, mate?
uh, so Boogie Bob is actually a part of Vermilion Motorsports. So I race alongside them in any of our special events. So I'd just be the same sorts as Vermilion Motorsports. So at Vermilion, we have Berling Motor Group selling all the best cars, giving you the best deals. Got Race Lab overlays telling me where everybody is on track, making sure I can see all the fastest laps. We got Dr. Epoxy. We got Next Level Racing with all their beautiful, beautiful rigs. We got RSW graphics for all of our liveries in game, like you saw in the races today. And finally, we have Turn and Race Apparel giving us all of our sweet, sweet merch.
I love this.
He does it. He does it well every time.
Oh, mate, Josh, if
I
we
was
don't
gonna-
have you in the combox, I don't know what's going to go on because we need those shout outs. So, mate, yeah, that was fantastic.
I was going to say, Josh, highlight of the race, mate. What would it be?
Highlight of the race?
Yep.
Or race 1, 3-1 into the last corner, last lap. I didn't think I was going to come out on top, but I got lucky with the throttle and squeezing Tim on the inside. Beautiful.
100%, mate. Well done for tonight. That's your first win of the 6th round, and I'm sure you're definitely happy with that.
Yeah, I'm buzzing.
So,
Sweet, mate. Well done.
we'll move on to Ben Faulkner. He'll want to jump in here for the chat because he's had a massive night of racing. That's the wrong Ben. We'll bring in the right Ben. Benny Faulkner, congratulations on P2. That P1 at well, you got two P2s actually. So, oh no, sorry. You know what?
You
I'm
got
just going to let Connor
P3
take
and a
over. I'm going to back to the pots and pans.
Mate, you got a P3 in round one. How was that?
Yeah, I made a big mistake at the end there, which was a bit annoying, but it ended up putting me further up for the second race, which was, I guess, helpful. So it was not too much of a loss of points in the first one, but yeah, I had fun battling Sean in that one. It was good fun.
I was going to
But
say,
yeah.
yeah, 100%. We were talking about in the race. It was all about mindset. Sean Linsell last week saying he had a bit of the man flu. We joke about the man flu all the time, and it's a chronic disease apparently. So but he said as well with not being too aggressive, just being calm and cool. We saw that, but at the end, Sean put everything on the table. So yeah, did you definitely feel that pressure out there with Linsell in that first race?
Yeah, I didn't defend too much. I knew we both had similar pace, but yeah, he did pressure me a bit. I think I've stolen his man flu for this race, so we'll use his excuse for that one.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I'm feeling alright now. But yeah, it was a good battle with him. Had good fun. But yeah, while we're battling, just let Jamie slip away. So he had a quiet race up front.
Speaking of Jamie Christensen, he put the pressure on in late in that second race for you.
Yeah.
I don't know how you held him off. You were blocking pretty severely through the right-handers and stuff. So getting some points over Jamie there was key, I think, to this championship. So did you think you had him? Like when you saw him coming into the rearview mirror, did you think you could hold him off?
Well, not at all, because I got that major damage from hitting Tim as he spun after safety car, I think it was. So that put me about 5/10 down on the straights almost. So I had to, I saw him come. I tried to get my way through as fast as possible, tried to stay near Josh, but Sam was defending me a bit hard and caused me to fall back from Josh's slipstream. So that didn't help much. But I still had a good battle with Sam. But yeah, I saw him coming, and I was just trying my best not to make any mistakes. I think I put the car in perfect places and managed to keep him behind. We were both shouting at each other in the call as we were going side by side everywhere, and I don't know how I managed to go around the outside of him at the hairpin, but managed to make it work. So, but yeah, it was a good battle. It was very tight, and yeah, and Matty ended up coming into it as well. So so that was got even more interesting.
Yeah, we definitely saw that, mate. And for all the obviously you run the ANZ ESeries, mate. Shout out to all the ANZ ESeries sponsors, mate. Go for it.
Yeah, well, we've got Dr. Epoxy, we've got Race Lab Overlays, Trophy Hub, BMG, Next Level Racing, RSW Graphics, Turn-In Race Apparel, Supernova Motorsports, and yeah, that's about it.
I'm gonna have to get
the
I'm
only
gonna have to get
Benz,
Joshua Horton
all the
to
Benz.
actually teach you how to go through those sponsors. Okay, so I'll get him talking to you after the race, and we'll get you doing that bit better.
I was going to say, I think we might need a bit of teaching ourselves, Sarah.
Oh yeah,
But
maybe. We're all about the racing here. We're all about the racing. We come in here, we talk about. Hey Ben, by the way, you going through the sack was absolutely majestic. And yeah, we did a lot of calls like that. Look, I've got to keep moving on because it's been a late night. We had stayed a bit later tonight. We'll get Jamie Christensen here because he had the overall pace, I think, from everyone else. Thanks, Benny.
Yep.
Yeah, thanks, boys.
Let's bring this absolute speed demon, Jamie Christensen, into the chat.
Jamie, mate.
Jamie, go on.
I was going to say, mate. Hello. Speed Demon, I'm going to call you now. Mate, run us through your race because holy crap, that was one hell of a show, mate. Race 2 was definitely not what we thought of, and race 1 was just a domination. So talk us through it, mate.
Well, I mean, race 1 was just do as best as laps as you can without making a mistake the whole time, which I think I did all right at that. And then race 2. I had a bit of an oopsie on lap 2, and then I caught back up to Ben, and he just decided to defend for his life with a damaged car.
We saw that, mate. Ben just, we were just chatting him there, and he said he had about 5/10s down on the straight, and meanwhile your car was completely fine, nothing was wrong with it, and still defending for his life. But mate, it seemed like race 1 was just everything was going right. It didn't seem like you put a foot out of foot wrong.
Nah, I mean, I made a few mistakes every now and then, but it wasn't like dramatic. So that was all good. And then the second race was just crazy.
Well, to be honest, Jamie, I wrote you off when you had that incident in lap
Race
2. In race 2, and I didn't think you'd be able to catch back up. And the same thing happened in round 1. You had some dramas in the second feature, so points wise, not fantastic at round 1, but you've really bounced back into round 2 of the ANZ series.
Yeah, that was the plan for this race.
I was going to say, mate, solid points running in the Prodigy livery, mate. Mate, might as well shout out all your sponsors, family, mate. Even, shout out all those Prodigy's sponsors, mate. Go for it.
Do you want me to go find the car on the track and read them all out?
Well, we're looking at the car now, Jamie. I mean, it sounds like you're a driver, not a. You don't like getting behind the mic here. I have heard you in the past on the mic, but yeah, you've been leaving. I mean, to quote Shane Van Gisbergen here, you've been leaving your racing on the track.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah,
Let's
maybe.
not call him again. We've already got a Kiwi in the league, so we don't need another one.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
No, I'm kidding. For all the New Zealand fans, by the way, hi, don't kill me.
Smash that dislike button. Just smash it right now.
Oh, just absolutely destroy it. No, but yeah, mate, one hell of a drive and solid points. So well done. I reckon you might be. I don't know if you might have the most points out of the whole race, but I'll definitely check. But you might do, mate. So well done if you've got all the points
I
for
think
tonight.
it'd be equal points with possibly Ben. on that
Maybe
If he
race.
got P2, no, I think he got P2 in both races.
No, he
So,
got
yeah.
P3 actually in the first race, so you should actually have it over him.
I should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So next,
should be fine.
I should mention you'll be back next in a fortnight's time at Okayama. That track
We're Oki.
at Oki, and I know that everyone in here, we've got 16 drivers here at the moment, are all fast there. It's one of those tracks where you come to when you start iRacing and you just get on the pace straight away, and it's going to be a slipstream fest down that back straight. So get some practice in for that.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us in the Combox, Jamie, and we'll probably wrap things up. Connor.
Yeah, mate, 100%.
Thanks, Jamie.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, man of a million words, Jamie Christensen in the taking out P3 in the feature race there tonight. This has been really cool. This has been I had my doubts about going to a 2-minute lap time track, but since it had the Enterprise and the SAC, I had stuff to talk about, which is fantastic. People on the chat enjoyed that as well. Mitchell Patterson, you have just set the chat on fire. I'm sorry I didn't get back to you enough. Pleasant greetings, feline. I'll keep that in mind for next time. Yeah, okay, mate. So next, I just want to go through where we are. Speaking of Mitch, he's one of our co-commentators as well in the Wednesday leagues. He is going to be taking the GT3s with Liam at Spa on Wednesday, so stick around for that.
Yep.
That's going to be a 60-minute race at Spa, so I think I'll have to get. I've had a win. You've had a win. We'll have to get in there and see if we can get a win at Spa.
I know, right? I feel like commentators, eh? The OG commentators, mate. We're setting goals, mate.
Yeah,
Maybe,
so I'm looking forward to getting out there with that. Then we'll have us at where we're going to New Hampshire on the NASCARs. We're going to actually do something different there. We're going to actually do two 40-minute laps. 40-minute 2 40-lap races, I should say. So that's going to be next Thursday, so stick around for that one as well. And then obviously the week that follows that, we're going to the Formula Fords at Brands Hatch. Love that track, and I'm a bit envious that our co-commentators Mitchell and Liam get to commentate that one. And then back to Thursday, Okayama, to see what round 3 of the GR86s can do.
100%.
So
might as well wrap this up.
Yeah, you take over. I'm going to take a long needed wee break, and you can wrap this up.
Aaron never holding back anything. Well, I'd like to thank all of our sponsors and all our viewers. Our sponsors have been in the chat all night, down in the bottom left there, and thank you for iRacing for hosting this amazing simulator. So from Aaron and myself in the Combox and the rest of Race Control and the rest of the ANZ guys that make this happen, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Toodaloo.